Everybody to the Dope and Tape Show. Thank you for joining us. Please hit the like button on your way in. If you have not yet, please subscribe. Episode 108. We have Emma from the Pacific Northwest, Navy
Hello.
firefighter, damage controlman turned sprinkler fitter, right?
Yes.
Crazy. Thank you for coming on with us.
Thank you very much for inviting me.
Brian is coming. Brian is running late, or he's coming, or something. Let me see. He's not trying to join yet, so Brian will be here momentarily. When you come on in, say hi so we know you're here. I'm going to send Brian one more invite so I know I want him in here.
Brian.
Where the hell is Brian, bro? Telling you, dude. He just got off Instagram and then he just forgot about us. Tommy, what up? Big country, Kenko. Thanks for joining, guys. Don't forget to hit the like button. Really appreciate it. We should be live on all platforms, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube, wherever you prefer watching. We're really going to start pushing all the stuff onto Spotify soon, so we'll be there so you guys can listen while you drive if you can't watch us live. So, all right, I think I'm good. I think I did all my clicking that I need to do. Boom. All right. Stay clashing. Stay clashing. That's a Clash of Clans guy. Yo, what up? Not cool. Tell me about it. Tell me about it, Leon. So, Leon's got these Meta glasses that he wears. They're just regular eyeglass looking things that has a camera in it. And I feel like FOMO not having them things. I need them big time. What about Apple Podcasts? That's how I found y'all. Yep. So when I say Spotify, once I put it on it's a podcasters app or whatever it is, it goes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, and I could kind of put it on a whole bunch of them if you guys want something else. So Brian has to do real work now. He's a mess. Oh shit. That's right. Brian's really working. All right, so Emma, how are you?
I'm doing excellent. How are you doing, Bobby?
Doing good. A little bit chilly here. I think it's chilly where you are as well.
Not quite like you are, at least not now.
Yeah, you guys had a couple. What was it like last week? You guys were real cold.
Yeah, over the weekend through most of the week. Like I said, here in the Pacific Northwest, especially the Willamette Valley, we are not used to such things. We're used to nice, mild, wet winters. Not so much used to the high teens, low 20s for the high type thing. That was definitely a new one.
So there got to be the service guys got to be making a lot of money right now out there.
Oh, absolutely.
Like in Texas, like
Absolutely.
Brian was at American Airlines Stadium in Dallas, and he sent me a picture of like the test center outside, and it's just completely frozen because they just like
Damn.
Texas doesn't even know how to deal with cold. I don't even think all those houses have heat.
Oh yeah, Texas, I'm sure, is way worse than we are up here. I mean, at least it gets chilly here. It just doesn't normally freeze like that.
And where are you actually?
Where am I actually? I am based out of Portland.
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 Okay, that's where you work out of Portland.
Yep, for the most part.
I wonder where. So where's Chad? I gotta see if Chad's checking in. Chad is a Pacific Northwest guy. We'll see if he checks in with us. I still don't see Brian trying to join. So how long is your commute usually?
Oh, it depends. Like last year, for probably 9 months, it was about an hour and a half, but now it's only about 20 minutes.
Oh, 20 minutes is awesome.
It's pretty nice, and I
That
just got a little commuter car too. Finally, got a little Toyota Corolla hatchback. It's a manual, and it's all blacked out. It's actually pretty sick.
good for you. That's awesome. So
Like
saving on
driving,
fuel, park it anywhere.
yep, driving my truck all over the place. Like
And so is the
she's
truck's your baby?
oh yeah.
And so this is just like a beater.
I don't
The-
know if I'd go that far, but
oh,
that's
okay.
definitely going to be the daily.
I
I don't
like
know if I'm physically capable of driving a beater.
a beater. Yeah. I know, like if I was taking, like when I was driving my personal cars into Boston, I started showing up in my nice cars, and then I was like, I need a beater to be going here. People are just bumping
Mhm.
me, and
Yes. Yeah, at least at the moment, I have a pretty safe parking lot to park in.
the Mega glasses, I think he means Meta. The Meta glasses, I think, are essential must-have. I see the videos, man. I'm just so like your hands are just there, like in the video. I love that. Starting my second week of on call in upstate New York, I've had enough already. Damn, I just want some. I want some freeze ups here, but it's like it needs to get colder because we're kind of used to this cold, so it's not
Yes,
quite cold enough. We need single digits for a week, and then maybe I could get some overtime.
yeah, that's pretty typical for you guys, huh? 20 degrees this time of
Yeah,
year.
yeah, yeah. We had a 20-inch storm, and then a few days later we had a 6-inch storm. So we are whited out there.
Nice.
Florencio, what up? Thanks for joining. Hit the like button. Appreciate all you guys coming in. Invite your friends. Invite your grandma. Invite Brian. Where's Brian? Can somebody get Brian in here? We can be paging Brian. He don't care.
You're fired, Brian.
You're fired. I just texted him. He's fired. We are back on Facebook, which is something new. I don't know why we got like kicked off Facebook for a bit, something with the password, but all right, back to Emma. So you started in the Navy,
I did start in the Navy.
and that was like you wanted to do firefighting right away, or how did that happen?
Um, Gosh, how did that happen? I don't know. Like once I took my ASVAB and got my score, and I was at because I actually joined the Navy a little bit later than a lot of people do. Like most people join when they're 18, right out of high school. I can't imagine doing that. I was nowhere near ready for such things. So I actually didn't even end up taking my ASVAB till I was 25, and I actually got a really good score, even though I had been out of high school for quite a while. So that was pretty cool. And like I was just kind of searching through all these different jobs and job descriptions, and I came across, damage controlman, and I'm like, oh, that sounds badass. What's that? And they're like, oh yeah, these are like, the ship firefighters pretty much. And I'm like, I want to do that.
I
Let's do
want to
that.
do that. So is there fires on the ship to fight all the time?
Um, Not like crazy often, but I was involved in quite a few. Like, we deployed for 9.5 months, and I'd say there was probably 5 or 6 in that amount of time.
Wow,
Like
that's crazy.
none of them got out of control or got crazy or anything. Like most of them are electrical.
Well, because you were
So
there.
help me. But yeah, most of them are electrical fires. So the electricians go in, they cut the power to that particular area, and it goes out, and then they have to figure out what went wrong and fix it.
Hmm.
We did have somebody intentionally light their birthing trash can on fire, so that was pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Orlando will be 30-ish this weekend. Thankfully, we don't get much colder than that, Brian. Florencio, when are you coming on the show, bro? That is a great question. When is Florencio coming on the show? Chris Hiller, how warm is it in Orlando in March? Yo, Chad. Here's Chad. This is the Pacific Northwest guy. Emma's from the Pacific Northwest.
What's up,
Chad,
Chad?
you got to know Chad.
I know
Chad,
a Chad.
Chad. Well, Instagram Chad. He's always painting. He paints all the fire hydrants. He's starting a trend. He's like, he was the first one to ever just start painting fire hydrants bright red. Shout out to Rust-Oleum, and now like it's a trend. I love it. Trending. Fire protection is trending. Little Bobby, what up? Thanks for joining. Marine sprinkler systems. I've always wanted to work on one of those. Well, no. She was Navy firefighter, a damage controlman on a Navy ship. But then somehow you turned into a sprinkler fitter.
Yeah, because like when I got out, okay. So when I got out, my original plan was to become like, an actual real civilian firefighter, because that's, usually the natural progression of things. Um, but I started doing, my EMT training and all that good shit, and I kind of came to a realization very quickly that being a civilian firefighter is so much different than being a firefighter on ship.
You ain't fighting fires.
You're not fighting
Not a
fires. Like,
lot.
no, like you're going out and to car accidents and people that have taken their own lives, and uh,
Yes.
senior citizens that have passed and nobody
I hear it
noticed.
all. I got family in the business and a lot of friends I talk to on here, and it's a lot more of just saving people and carrying people, and then you
Yeah,
get that occasional fire. That's real exciting.
right. And, when it comes to stuff like that, like I'm a very sensitive and empathetic person.
So it was
I
tough.
yeah, like I'll watch a movie where the dog dies and I'll fucking burst into tears. I just I know myself well enough to know that I would not be able to compartmentalize that enough to have it not really, come home with me every night. And so then I was like, okay, well, I need another option.
Good on you.
And then I started looking into the trades for the first time ever, and I was like, oh, this sounds cool. And at first I was kind of looking into plumbing, and then I heard, sprinkler fitter, and I'm like, what's that?
Mm.
And then I looked into it and I'm like, oh shit, like this I think could actually be perfect for me
Hell
because
yeah.
I've I've had experience, working on fire pumps, and I've taken valves apart, like big ones, and I've had experience with foam systems, and I've had experience, working on Ansel and Kitty systems in kitchens, like on the in the galleys, and I'm like, this seems like it could be the thing,
Good for you.
and
You found it.
it's been awesome so far.
So Chad's checking back in. He says he worked on the Stennis, the Nimitz for 3 years. P.S. N.S. Bremerton Navy Shipyard. Thank you for your service.
Nice, that's fucking killer. Hell yeah.
How come little Bobby isn't making content? I don't know. I don't know. He used to. Little Bobby had girl issues back in the day, so he wasn't really a content creator. Now he's finally like wifed up. But little Bobby is Big Bobby's cameraman. So a lot of my videos that you see where I'm not filming, that's my guy right there. He's creating content. He's just letting me post it. If you don't cry at the end of Homeward Bound, you ain't got a soul.
Agreed.
Eric, what
1000%.
up? So, what does Brian say? I got my check. Okay. All right, Bri. Okay. I don't know what that. What am I supposed? What does that mean? Let's see. We got anything going on Facebook? I'd like to see if anybody's commenting on Facebook because sometimes I ignore those people on accident. Nope. Nobody commenting on Facebook. Cameraman, that's me, baby. Woo! Lil Bobby's actually got an Insta360 camera, and if we go out on the dirt bikes or if we do car stuff, Little Bobby will be videotaping. But he is not. I just see sprinkler stuff, and I'm like, oh, I gotta tape it. He just doesn't have that sprinkler drive like me. I'm like, get the phone out, kid. 4K, hurry up, get it going. Point 0.5 now. Right, Bob? Where are we going tomorrow, kid? We got 2 spots we're supposed to be at, so I don't know. We'll talk about it at normal time. Been working with Lil Bobby for like 10 years or something. So when you decided you were going to be a sprinkler fitter,
Mm-hmm.
then what? Are you in the union?
Yes.
Nice. So did you go right to the union?
I did go right to the union.
Sick. Okay. Right to it. How did that go getting in?
It was actually really easy getting in, surprisingly.
That's good to hear. But is that because of your previous credentials?
It could have been. Like, it definitely could have been. I actually saw the job posting on helmetstohardhats.com. Are you
Okay.
familiar with that?
Very familiar.
Okay, cool. So yeah, I saw the job posting at the company I was working for at the time, and or excuse me, I should say the company that hired me originally, my bad. Uh, and so I interviewed with them, and yeah, they hired me. So it was pretty simple on my end.
That's awesome. Yeah, we got a new apprentice, new to us. He's been in for 8 months, but he's new to little Bobby and I. We've been teaching him the ropes. I mean, tormenting him a little bit, but he did the helmets to hard hats,
Oh, cool,
and I think he's gonna do good.
nice.
Let's go rip that glove off and record. Might have to put Chestnut on hold, kid. We got something else bigger and better to do. What is Leon saying? I got a 3-inch RPZ on a fire suppression system. I got a call on. Easy swap out? Yeah, dog. Let me tag along, kid. I'll come help you. I'll come help you, dog. What state are you in? Can't touch it in Massachusetts without me. That should be wicked easy, dude. It's probably yeah, it should be wicked easy. So you got in the union, and that's what's that? That's the Portland local.
Yeah, that is local 669, District 1.
Oh, 669. Let's go represent. We got a lot of 669 people on my page, and that are probably in here right now. That's pretty cool. So you generally stay right in your area. Is that because you're District 1?
Yeah, for the most part. Like I've gone over to because Oregon actually has two districts. There's District 1 and then there's District 21, which is out east. I worked out there for a few months, summer of 2022, but for the most part, besides that, I've been local.
That's pretty cool because I know like some 669 guys strictly travel, always traveling, and then we got a few guys that are like in Indiana and they just like stay there.
I have met a lot of guys that like the traveling aspect. Me, it's not bad, but maybe it's because I did have to travel for so long in the military, and I really, really love my house. Like I feel super relaxed and at home here. I was
Yeah.
able to buy my place with my VA home loan, and just kind of like being at home when possible.
Yeah, I do love sleeping at home. You know, traveling. If I would have done that earlier, I probably could have. But now that I wouldn't be able to just do it now because obviously got a family. I'm kind of rooted where I am. But
Sure.
Shaw's Distribution Center. They still got Shaw's, bro. The Shaw's all around me closed. Inch and a quarter nostrils is not here. No, he's not here. I don't know if I don't even know that he knows that I made that post about him. But if you're gonna mess with the bull, you're gonna get the horns. All right. You're not gonna talk shit to me anymore on my post without getting blasted on my story. Taking planes to work is dope. Hell yeah. Where do we do that though? Kenko, not sure about Maine, but in New York it has to be tested and certified after you don't have a backflow license. You'll have to figure that in. Let's go. Shaw's has the best cheese chicken nuggets. That's a comment from Little Bobby. Like that's the type of shit that I deal with, Little Bobby. Like I'm trying to fast. I'm trying to do low dairy, minimal dairy. Little Bobby says in the chat, Shaw's has the best cheese chicken nuggets. Bobby,
Hmm.
it's 9 o'clock. You should have been fasting from like fasting starts at 7. No 9 o'clock chicken nuggets with cheese.
7 until when?
Until little Bobby looks like he's about to die, and then I'll let him eat. No, I usually wait till I get home. So I go from 7 or 8, and then I'll usually like eat at 2 or 3 when I get home. Or if Kyle's really hungry, we'll eat at 12. It all depends. Sometimes I get really hungry and cranky, but I'm going a minimum of like 14 hours without eating every day.
Dang. Okay.
And that feeling of hunger is good for you. It really does. It really does something. I don't know what it does, but you're supposed to like it. So I don't
Can't say I'm a fan. Your girl's got to eat.
know. So by the time Brian gets back to where he's going, the show's gonna be over. It's all right, Bry. It's all right, Bry. We got it. Don't worry. We got it. Should have brought on. Who wants to come on and fill in for Brian right now? Chad, tell me about the planes to work. Where'd you do that? Where'd you take the planes
Thinking
to work?
about your new co-host?
Yeah, I mean that's it. We're going to. We don't need you, Bry. You could take the night off. So, where did you do schooling for your apprenticeship?
So what kind of apprenticeship did you do? Like, did you start non-union?
Yeah.
Okay. So, all of our schooling now, through 669, most of it is online, but we
Okay.
have to, go to, one in-person class per month. It's, one Saturday per month. And then we have, lessons that we do online. And it's broken up into, four quarters. And as long as you do, the minimum amount required per quarter, which is pretty reasonable, You stay current and you go to your classes and you stay current and you're good to go and you class up every 6 months.
It sounds very similar to what I did, but it was like mine was like more of an at-home thing. Like they would get like we had four books, you know, you're supposed to do book one in your first year and book two in your second year, so on and so forth. And the way like I think like midway through, I think like at my first year, I got my first year and second year book, and I was like so excited, banged them out. I just like
Hmm.
banged them out in like a week. I was like a first year, I just like crushed those two books, and then I had to wait till I was I think when I was a third year, then I got my third and my fourth book, same thing, like 1 week, crushed them, and then like all my schooling was done. Then I was just like waiting. I was like counting hours. I would just check off the days until I had my 8,000 hours.
Nice.
Little Bobby says, "What if you fail the lesson? Do you have to pay to retake it?"
No,
No. I think that
no.
I think that's what little Bobby was having to do. I was able to the company that I did my whole apprenticeship with went out of business in my third year. I had all my schooling done and I was like waiting on hours and I had to go to a different company and that company was trying to like make me restart my schooling.
Oh, damn.
Why is this
No.
thing beeping at me?
That.
And so I was just like, no, 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 like just putting they were getting the books and they were like trying to make me do tests and I was like couple hundred hours away from 8,000 and I was just gonna apply for my test at that point and that's what I ended up doing. But there was like, and then at that point they changed it to where we were, how little Bobby had to finish. You had to go to the office and like you could do as many tests as you want, but you had to do them at the office with someone like watching you.
That's how it used to be for the finals. Because like the books are probably similar. They're just smaller books. We have like, gosh, I don't even know.
Is
Eight.
it the AFS? Is it like the AFSA course? Is it an AFSA book?
No,
No.
it's made specifically for apprentices, but there's like 18 of them, and there's 14 like lessons per book, and then you have to do a final on the book. Then you close out that one, and then they send you a new one.
Oh, I gotcha.
You used to have to take the finals in person, like during the class days, so somebody can observe you. But since COVID, I guess even all of our finals are online now. It's like super easy.
I used to have to like fill in the bubbles and like send them into the Scantron thing.
Yep. Nah,
Back
no
in the
more.
non-union, I had to retake a test if I failed, and it was $10 a test. Damn.
Oh
I don't
no,
remember.
like
Why don't I remember that, little Bob?
if you are to fail a final, it's never happened to me. Knock on wood. Then you do have to take the whole course again, but you don't have to pay.
Oh wow. So, do you have your license? Or are you still
Oh
schooling?
no,
Oh, you're still
I'm
doing.
still I'm still an apprentice.
Oh, okay. So, which book are you on?
At the moment, I am on NFPA 13 Part 2.
Part two. How's it going? Good.
Mhm. Oh, yeah, it's good. I mean, it's basically just looking stuff up, just knowing where to find specific information.
That's it. That's it. All the
Hmm.
important stuff.
Hmm.
So, when are you gonna be a journey lady? A
A
journey.
journey lady? Not for a minute, not for another 2 years.
Oh, okay. It's coming though. It's something to look forward to.
I am not in a huge hurry. Like, I've seen a bunch of guys just try and power through their apprenticeship as fast as they can, and they don't take information in
Mm,
enough, and they just don't really know what they're doing when they turn out. And I don't want that to be me. I want to be as knowledgeable and well rounded as possible.
that is a great mindset to have. That is a great mindset to have. Long time ago, Grinnell was looking for inspectors to temporarily relocate to Alaska. If I didn't have a kid, I would have loved it. I'm pretty sure that I worked with a guy that did that. Positive I worked with a guy that did that. Sold everything, camper in the back of his truck, his dog and his trailer. Buddy went to work for Grinnell in Alaska. Never forget. I'm like, yeah, right. He talked about it for like 2 weeks. Then he was just gone. That seems crazy. I remember he was on Instagram for a bit and he like hit a moose with his truck, like totaled the truck, but and then he got off Instagram. Like Brian. Where is Brian? He's still not trying to join, little bastard. So what kind of projects are you working on?
At the moment, we are building a new BMW dealership.
Ooh, that's probably
It's
different then.
it's interesting. It's the first dry system I've worked on. Well,
How's that
okay,
going?
there's five systems in that whole place, two wet and three dry. and it's been good. It's been a really good learning experience.
Are
I
they using
mean,
lasers?
yeah,
Your foreman's using lasers? You guys use lasers?
for certain things.
Yeah. How's
Are you
the
talking about
for the to pitch the dry system?
to pitch it? No,
Just
we're
level,
just
pitch it a little bit, yeah. And
yeah.
you got a level deck above you?
No,
Ooh,
not at all.
that
Absolutely not.
that makes it tricky. That's what makes a dry system the trickiest is when the deck is all over the place. So I have a torpedo level that has a laser beam on the end of it. I can give it a slight pitch, and then that laser beam will give me the bottom of my next rod, and it works incredible in those kind of situations.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Plumb bob is out, laser is in. Some guys still will bust out a plumb bob. I'm like, I can't even. I don't even know if I could have one of them in my bag. I had a guy
Yeah,
try to force me to carry one. I was carrying one for a bit, and I was like, I'm not ever gonna use this string and this weight.
I haven't worked with a plumb bob since the Navy.
Plumb bob. Oh, what did they? What did you do? What were they using plumb bobs for in the Navy?
We use plumb bobs to measure the levels, the fluid levels of bilge tanks.
Huh? That's different.
Yeah, super exciting, right?
Super exciting. So how is it like working like downtown Portland?
Downtown
It's,
is interesting, to say
yeah.
the least.
We
Mm-hmm.
have so obviously I see Portland. I see what's going on over there. We have sections of Boston that are like that. Um, just crazy. It's overrun. People just stay away from it, you know. Try hopefully you don't have to work near it, but sometimes you do and it's just like your mind is just somewhere else. You're looking out for all these different things now instead of just going to work.
Right. It's it's not quite as bad as the media makes it out to be, but it's definitely a much, much, much different city than when I was a kid. Because I'm a native Oregonian, and just the last decade, things have really changed there, and it's a bummer.
Yeah, that is a big bummer. That's happening not just there, but many places.
Yeah, yeah, but it makes me sad.
I did the road thing for a while early in my career. It was fun, but I don't know that I could ever do it again. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if I had to travel for work, I could travel for work, but I want to like be sleeping at home the majority of the time.
Sure.
The majority of the time. So Brian keeps telling me he's joining, but I don't know if he's going to. I think he's just fibbing. We're gonna see. We gotta all mess with him when he does join. This silly goose. I went to dinner. He's like, I'm gonna go to dinner. It was like way earlier, and then all of a sudden he's like, just got the food. It was like 8:40. I'm like, bud, how's this gonna work? Plum a plumb bob in his wallet? Oh shit. You're talking about old Jim. Old Jim did carry a plumb bob. Them plumb bob guys. So what's your typical like crew size at this dealership?
For quite a while, it's just been my foreman and myself.
Oh, that's great. Those are the type of jobs I like. Because that's where you're
Like,
gonna learn the most. Because you're just right with them the whole time.
like since mid-November, it's just been he and I, and like he's my bro. Like we're good friends. Like we send each other like memes and shit like outside of work,
Oh, that's
and
awesome. So he's a good teacher
yeah,
too,
yeah,
then I'd imagine, right?
yeah. He's rad, and like everybody at my company has so far at least has always been really, really awesome about if I have a question to like stop and actually like explain it properly and show it to me. So, but he's definitely been a really good mentor to have.
That's awesome that you're getting that one-on-one because if you like some people and just it's the way the cookie crumbles, like some people just get stuck on big old massive jobs like for their whole apprenticeship and they're just like a runaround apprentice where they don't really actually get anybody to like teach them shit and mentor them. So that's good. That's a
Right.
good you're in a good spot.
No, I definitely am for sure.
Chad says Portland's changed. I used to love that place growing up. Now not so much.
Yeah.
Chad, can you tell us a Brian story? The show isn't the same without it. I think Brian's allegedly coming. He keeps on saying it in this text. So we can get him. We can. I'm sure he's gonna bore us right away when he comes on with some story. I drive a good distance every day, but home every night to put the baby to bed. How long you driving, big country? Did they supply all the correct tools? Do they supply all the correct tools? Little Bobby's with it tonight, kid. You had that Dave's hot chicken earlier, and you were just fucking on the ball, huh? You gotta eat that more. You're doing good today. You're gonna be good at this someday, little Bob, just not today. So he's asking if they supply all the correct tools.
Asking me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, they supply everything that we need.
that's awesome. So,
Like when you first start, they give you a bucket full of all your basic hand tools, and then the company provides all the power tools and all the equipment that you need, uh, you know, at each job site.
oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So we get a few hand tools every year. Once a year, every member gets a few of their hand tools. Everything else is supplied.
Hell yeah!
That's
Like
good.
I broke my tape measure a few months ago. The next day, my superintendent brought me a new one.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's great.
When little Bobby and I were non-union, we both had dollies.
Dolly.
Like yeah, like we would have we because we had the tools. In the non-union, like they gave you like the machine, and then they would give you like this metal massive bandsaw. Like you'd have to hold it together. And like every tool was just ancient. So I'm like, yo, fuck this. And like little Bobby and I would just go out and we were buying our own impacts, we'd buy our own bandsaws. We're like, keep your shitty tools. And so yeah, we would be like the dolly boys. We would show up. He'd have a dolly. I'd have a dolly. We'd have every single tool ready to go, and just get like the machine from the shop.
Hmm.
So it is nice now just being able to not have to buy all that shit.
Absolutely.
I'm on my closest job to home in a year, and it's about an hour. 2 to 3 hours one way is normal. That's a long drive, bro. When I go to the island, it's 3 hours door to door, and the island is exciting, and I don't go there every day, so it's not bad. But if I had to drive 3 hours every day, whew, my road rage would be way worse than it is. That's a lot of travel. What's parking like? Oh, you're at the dealer, so you probably got free parking, but do you usually have to pay for parking?
If we do have to pay for parking, we get reimbursed. Just have to keep the receipt, and then it shows up on the next paycheck.
That a company thing
Um,
or a local thing?
I don't know the answer to that question.
It's probably
Like
a company. It's probably a company thing.
some guys say it's in the contract, some guys say no, that's a company thing. So, and then they will argue about it. So honestly, I don't know.
That bucket talk. I love bucket talk. We have we got every member gets an allotted amount week daily. I think it's like maybe 18 bucks travel pay.
Hmm.
If you carry channel locks like Brian, you have to have a hole in your seat apparently. I've never poked a hole in my seat with the channel locks. That's definitely a Brian thing. That was a good video that he made. He's still not trying to join. I don't know. I'm gonna send him another invite. Send him 3 emails. Let's see. Better have been a really good dinner, Bry guy. Boom. I'm gonna send it to both his emails. Have at it. It's gonna hit both phones right now. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I really appreciate you coming on and talking to me. I'm sorry that Brian blew us off. What are you
Oh,
gonna what are you gonna do?
like I said, I was super stoked when you asked. I was like, "Are you fucking
I'll
serious?"
leave my guy Brian alone. Yes, that's what I'm just gonna start. Like I'm just going to start asking everybody now. If you do sprinklers, you do fire protection, firefighting, answer whatever you do. If I see you on Instagram reaching out, want to talk to everybody and anyone that wants to talk. Hanging pipe got Brian whooped. He's coming in. He's gonna be coming into the heat. Yo, Chad, you better help him out. He's gonna need you. So have you been a part of or seen any floods?
Um, Nothing major.
No, good.
Nothing major.
That means
Like
it's coming though. It's gonna happen. You're
I've
gonna
heard.
you're gonna see it soon.
I've heard.
Be on your toes.
No, like so far, again, knock on wood. Been pretty lucky.
Yo,
Stay.
big water, right? Look at it, take a snapshot, mental picture real quick. Go find a drain. Don't stare at it, cause I've seen a lot of floods, all different mechanicals, and there's always like a good percentage of people that are just like, and they just fucking stare.
Sure.
They don't move. They don't know what to do, and it's you gotta like whack them, like, hey, find a valve. So that's my big thing is I like to everyone's trying to find a shut off. I'm want to find a drain. I need to find a drain. The drain opens faster than you're gonna shut off any valve, and it's gonna relieve a good amount of pressure right there. I always recommend flying open any drain you can find. Sprinkler life ain't fun until some shit gets flooded. Yeah, it seems bad when it's happening, but when you look back at it, shit happens. Don't give her bad luck saying that. You guys are always calling me blow up Bobby, and nothing's happening to me, so now she's gonna make me be knocking on wood.
I will let you know as soon as it happens.
Well, if everything's under control and you do have a second, take a video. It's always good. It's always like the couple of the good floods, like the duck guys. The duck guys are taking videos. I'm like, send me the video. You guys are just standing there while I'm running around trying to shut everything off. Let's see the video. Got to capture something. What else? Little Bobby says, "Let's go, Brian." Steve, what's up, Steve? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. We're awaiting Brian. I think he's just blowing smoke right now. He ain't coming. So how long has your foreman been doing it?
My foreman's been doing it about 12 years, and he was actually non-union for 10.
Oh, okay. Good for him. So he made the switch.
He did make the switch, and he says that, I mean, I'm not one of those, like, union, non-unions are fucking
Yeah.
rats. Like, I'm not one of those
me,
people.
me neither.
Um, like, I really believe that, you know, everybody's situation is different. If you find a great company that treats you well, I mean, shit, fucking go for it.
Exactly.
Um, but he said that he wishes he would have made the switch a lot sooner.
Yeah. Yeah, it's tough. Some like it's easy to stay comfortable or stay where you are, but I came from the non-union, and a lot of you guys know that, and I've had it good in both sectors. I have nothing bad to say about either. And I think that at the end of the day, it kind of equals itself out.
Yeah, I mean, I feel that way too.
I can ramble if you need me next time. Well, Steve, the thing is, I would have had you come on and ramble, but Brian told me he'd be here. But then he told me at the last minute that he was getting his food. I'm like, what does that mean? 8:47 he was getting food. My guy. I'm just waiting for him to pop up. I can't wait to get him in here. You guys are just gonna let loose on him. Had a Sparky video one of my quote unquote floods and go show the GC after I had already told him dickhead wouldn't even send me the video. Wow.
That's cold.
That is cold. Did you fuck up all of his electrical, or was you just like, ooh, I would have had words. I would have had words with Sparky after that. There's enough work for all of us. Each has their advantages. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. I know that I know in a union it's very rare for a first year to have a truck, but I know that I was a first year with a truck in the non-union, and I don't know if I've met a union guy with a truck that has only been doing it for 1 year. So there's all different little benefits on each side, but are the jobs you go on big on hard hats? You are the
Yeah.
you gotta wear your hard hat strict?
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah, yeah,
what that's like a GC thing?
yeah. I mean, I think it's just like an OSHA thing.
No,
Like
good.
there's
That was a good answer.
super
Good
they're
answer right there.
super big on all the PPE. I've had some GCs that like you have to have gloves on at all times, even if you're just standing there and not like actively working, which I think is a little excessive. But
I'm so
yeah,
petty. I'm so petty with those poor guys.
like yeah, hard hats, high vis, glasses, gloves, all that good shit.
Damn. Yeah, yeah. I've been on a good trend where I just been doing whatever I want. And the gloves. We did one big job, and I had to be safetied out. It was like I was the leader, and I had the hard hat and the glasses and the high vis with all like the pens. I put all the pens in it just so I could blend in. But Buddy would always tell me to wear gloves, and I'm like, I'm not wearing gloves. I'm General Foreman. I'm not wearing gloves. And then the rigid 300 says on it, warning, no gloves. Do not wear gloves while operating this machine. So I would always take the safety guy over to it and I say, all right, you're gonna trump this safety warning? Should I wear the gloves on this? What do you think? And then they're like, oh, well, I said, so no gloves or gloves? You know? I know I'm a
What?
pain. I'm a pain in the ass.
Why does it say that?
Cause you get pulled in. You could potentially like if say you were grooving and you were checking the groove while it was rolling, which you shouldn't be doing, and your glove goes into that groove. It could potentially pull your whole hand in. No, I think it says on there like jewelry, long sleeves, gloves. Um, yeah. So I always take the safety guy to the machine. I say, well, this says no gloves, so I don't know. I don't know what you want to do. I'll wear the gloves if you really want me to, but the machine says I shouldn't have them on.
I always wear gloves. That shit gets hot.
Yeah, it does. I wear gloves in the winter when my hands are cold. All right, what else? Anybody else got any questions? I was really banking on Brian being here, but I don't know. He says, dude.
Are there many women sprinkler fitters like out in your area?
No, numbers are low.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're low. We do there are. There's dozens of them, but our local is small and on the big job that I did, there was 23 of us. We had a lady apprentice and a lady fitter. And the lady fitter's been in since '99, so she worked with
Ooh,
like the old like dickhead guys where they didn't want the women in the trades and so she's
damn.
been through it all and she could pipe more heads than some of the guys.
That's a bad bitch right
Than
there.
most of the guys.
That's fucking awesome.
Dope and tape or tape and dope?
Dope and tape.
Dope and tape. Yeah, see that shit?
Without question.
Oh, here he is. iPhone. He says, I forgot about the time change.
Yo,
Yo, what up?
what time is it? Let's see here.
The show's about to be over, dude. Thanks for joining.
Where's she at?
Huh?
Or me?
I don't see her.
You,
Ah, there we go.
you
There we
gotta
got to scroll over.
you gotta put it on gallery mode, dude. You're new to this, huh?
Well, on the phone, normally. Hey, by the way, Emma, I apologize for being late. I apologize for that.
Turn the phone,
Um,
rookie. Turn the phone, you rookie.
there we
Thanks. There
go.
you go. Get it
I
together.
act like I've done it before, huh?
So you thought you were gonna make the show?
Yeah, I completely forgot about the time difference. So if you don't know this, Emma, I live in Atlanta. I'm out here at my wife's law firm is out here in Texas. So I came to
Ah,
spend time in Dallas, Texas, which is Central Time, and we got caught up. Well, we have like business dinners like every single night since we're only here once a month. So I just get caught up with
I
dinner.
texted you at 9. We're live.
I
Yeah, but
thought
I
you
was
were
also
dressed.
talking and everything and
I
Well,
thought you were dressed pretty
uh,
fancy, Brian.
oh, yeah, hair looks good,
huh?
kid.
But I thought you were
Uh,
dressed pretty fancy, Brian.
oh, thank you, thank you. Normally I'm not. Normally I'm not. T-shirt and
This
whatever.
goofball. Oh my God, Daryl.
I am so excited to
Daryl.
listen to the episode.
Yeah, oh yeah, you gotta watch the beginning. We've been talking about you the whole time. Hey.
Show him your shirt. Show him your shirt.
Oh
What?
wow.
Oh,
I like it. You guys just missed
You
the
can't
show
show
though.
anything else, okay?
Yeah, I can't show anything else. Put
Yeah.
some clothes on.
Daryl. Daryl showed up right when you showed up. So
Okay,
that's
cool.
good. That's your buddy there. You guys are buddies.
Yeah, I think Daryl said that he could sell something.
He could steal
Is
something?
that right, Daryl? Can you sell? I think he said like selling was like nothing, not a big deal at all.
Chad wants to know if you were just fixing the hole in your seat from the channel locks.
That's a thing. Hey, you're not a sprinkler guy unless you have a hole in your seat from the channel locks. Not at all.
He
You never
said
had one? You never seen it
he's
before?
he said it the same. No, I usually
What are you doing?
I usually use this thing in here. I take the channel locks out of my pocket before I get in, you know?
No, I've never had one, but I've seen them. And my foreman back in the day, my foreman back in the day had massive holes in the front seat.
Kenko says the kid misses his own show.
I'm probably gonna miss my own wedding, huh?
Oh, that's so good. I'm pinning it. It misses his own show. That's fucking great. He says, dude, I forgot the freaking time change. He's so stupid.
I said I'm such an idiot. Emma, I'm so sorry. I wanted to be here. I did. I
Okay.
did.
It's all right. I asked all the good
Sarah,
questions.
I was like, hey, I can't come back here. I can't come back. You're gonna have to go to Dallas by yourself.
Oh, I'm so sorry about
It's okay, Brian. You'll just have to have me back on at a later date as well.
That's
Yeah.
it. Oh, we're definitely gonna have to
I
have you
think
back on.
so.
But you guys just gotta know, like, all right, you can go to Texas. You just got shit to do at 9 Eastern Standard. You know, back home time.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, the problem is, it's all these dinners.
I was getting new Red Wing boots.
Yours.
It's all these dinners, man. Her
Too
fault. Well, Tuesday was a hockey game.
Was it a good dinner? Yeah, Tuesday was a hockey game that started at like 8:40. You're like, I think I can make it.
No, so it's Highland Park is the most like high end spot in Dallas, Texas. We went up there. We went to a Tex-Mex, but it's like a standard Tex-Mex in like a corner shopping center. Like it's nothing special. Absolutely nothing. Dude, they tried that. I ordered a old fashioned and it was terrible. The guy got cherries, like the bright red cherries, and then he got a orange slice and then sugar, and he was like muddling it all together, and I'm like, oh no. And then just poured tons of ice in there, and then they got the bitters on top, and I was like, I don't want that. Don't give me that. Please don't give me that.
Bright red cherry, like a maraschino cherry?
Yeah, like bright red, and then they put that.
Fashioned?
Yeah, it was terrible. And then they got they muddled the orange slice, like peel and all, and I'm like, I can't look at this. It was bad.
Chad says Brian's the only guy we know who starts a podcast and forgets what time it starts.
We'll get there one day.
It's great someday. Yeah, it was. I didn't realize you didn't know what time it was. I was telling you like, hey, what are you doing? You're like, oh, I'm ordering food. I'm like, dude, we gotta go live like in 10 minutes.
Yeah, know it. But it also took us like about an hour. I thought it was good, but I had to do an hour waiting for a table.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Went to the wrong place.
Is
it?
No, it's what it is. It's Sarah's fancy ass that always wants these nice, cool restaurants. But we didn't need that.
You could have just went to Dave's Hot Chicken like little Bobby. Like some Dave's Hot Chicken.
Like none of us
Wendy's,
care. It doesn't have to be fancy. Can't even make an old fashioned. They're like in that highest end spot. Well, go away. This is my show, not yours. What are you doing?
Pretend it was a good place for dinner. You were late for tacos.
It was a good place for dinner.
You thought it was good?
It was delicious.
No, it was just fancy. It was the same shit that you would get at a shopping center.
We're so happy that you showed up. 10 minutes to spare.
Thank you.
Thanks to me, Bobby. Thanks to me.
Thanks to you.
No, I think he's 45 minutes late for our show because of you.
Because of you.
No, because
if we went to
because of me.
If we went to a normal spot, no. Who picked the place? Who picked it? Sarah. You guys, who picked it, huh? You picked it. Take that fancy shit, the most fanciest stuff you can get.
No, he was
Bobby Crazy, me and Belly eating Dave's Hot Chicken.
Listen, I paid $80 for
That's telepathy,
so
kid.
Ridiculous.
$80?
Yeah.
It's good for 3 people. Pretty good.
Rough,
so you got any sprinkler related questions for us before we wrap this up?
Do you? You have a sprinkler-related question for us before we wrap it up?
No.
80 people are watching right now live. Say something.
80 people?
What you got?
Let me see.
Well, I mean, I'm joining on my phone, baby.
Oh.
What you got?
It's 83.
83.
It's time to bed.
That's not. That's not a. Emma, so where are you living right now? Where's home?
I live about 30 minutes south of Portland, Oregon.
Okay, so
We
it's
covered this.
cold.
We covered this in the beginning of the episode.
It's pretty cold. It's pretty cold.
Shows
It's
up
been a
late
cold
and
week.
unprepared.
Unseasonably cold. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, this is good.
So Texas is just now thawing, and now everything is leaking. Our hotel's leaking. The law firm that Sarah's had, they had alarms going off and water leaking. It's bad. It's bad. That's the thing, it gets super cold. I think when we first arrived here on Monday, it was 11 degrees and it stayed freezing. And then today was like the first day that it kind of warmed up a little bit. And now water everywhere.
Texas don't know
Everywhere.
what to do with that shit.
Blink 3
No.
times if you're in
Don't know what
danger.
to do with that shit.
No. And Atlanta did too. Like, I think last year it was terrible. Right. I think it was like last year. I was there. It was like Christmas Eve. I went out for a service call, and it was a 27 or 30 floor high rise, and the giant domestic pipe up in the penthouse broke, and there was this water coming all the way through the floors, all of them, all the way to the parking garage. I leave, and then I'm in the middle of Atlanta, like downtown, and I see just high rises, this alarms going off, maintenance men running around, parking garages and loading docks, water just coming out. I get a call from the chief fire marshal, and he said, "Man, my trucks are just rolling. They're not even stopping. Like, they're just gassing up and going to the next call." It was wild night. I would imagine like last night, or maybe just today when it warmed up, was a lot like that here in Texas.
That was a good story.
Yeah, it was good.
So
Captivating.
Steve
Cool story,
says
bro.
that if you're in danger, blink 3 times.
Yeah,
They don't know if
probably from her, from my wife.
exactly. He said you got to call 911 and order a pizza. They'll know you're in danger.
Yeah.
Knock the dust off them channel locks and start running service calls now, and everything is starting to thaw.
Yeah, for sure. I'm gonna be hanging some pipe next week at one of
Really?
my jobs here in Georgia. Yeah, man.
Oh shit! Tommy wants a Brian story.
A Brian story.
Tommy says, it took a while, but I have my request. A Brian story. Give us what we haven't heard 15 times.
A Brian story. Oh, baby.
Tell me a story.
Oh
Tell you
shit!
a story.
He's stumped. Look at him. He's like, one time. All right, hold on.
Yeah, let me think of one.
Think.
Yeah, all right. So one time I'm an apprentice, and I come back from. Will you stop, please? I come back from vacation, and I'm at a church, and it's just a normal dry system in a garage right in the lobby of the church. And then I am loosening up the bolts of the dry valve, and all the air has came out according to the gauge. So this gauge is reading 0, but I cracked the valve, and then there's still pressure on the valve, and it's just pushing water. So the whole room's flooding with water. If I did not take off if I did not leave some screws in, then some bolts, I would have got hit in the face with that riser faceplate, hammered. And then pretty cool. Like 4 years later, I sold some work, and then the maintenance guy was the original maintenance guy. He's like, "Man, these freaking idiots! These guys have flooded this place this one time, and I never let them back." And then here I am. He had no idea. I was like, "Oh yeah, man, what a stupid guy! Who freaking does that?" He's like, they should know. You probably just got some rookies,
Oh, that's good. That was a good one. How was that,
Yeah.
Tommy? Was that a good one? I think Tommy liked it. Everyone's loving it. Everyone's really loving that one.
A Brian story. Not that long either. You know,
No,
I
it was
kept that
quick.
one
That was
pretty
quick.
short.
That was pretty quick.
Yeah. You didn't even find the Jeopardy music.
Yeah, well, little do you know.
Little do you know.
When do you
I'll have to
find
go
out?
back and listen to it.
Oh, you definitely have to
Oh.
go back and listen to it because I was just holding in how much I wanted to laugh right there. I'm like sweating right now.
I fly back at like 6:30 tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Oh, so that's why she's trying to go to sleep.
Well, I mean, we're gonna wake up in the morning and go work. Work until like 4 o'clock.
Oh,
No, 6:30
oh, 6:30 at night.
in the evening. Yeah. So we're gonna go work at a coffee shop
What
until
size were the
about
bolts?
3:30. Big ones.
I don't even
I mean, the
I
valve.
don't even know if I
I
heard
don't
the
remember
story.
what size the valve was a 3 inch. I
I'm gonna
think it
have to
was a
go back
3
myself and
dry
re-listen to the
valve.
story. I was too caught up in my Jeopardy music. Oh, it's great. It's so great. Where are you, Brian? He's in Texas.
Dallas,
I'm in
Texas.
Texas.
Yeah, this
He's
is my
just
second time out here.
he's just a traveling guy now. You guys should like Airbnb out your house when you guys are just traveling the country.
No, but then they had to. I got too much stuff.
Oh.
I would be worried about it. You have too much stuff too. You and your purses, huh? Hmm. She got quiet after that one.
That's awesome. Emma, thanks for sticking around through all this.
Yeah,
You'll
Absolutely.
have to go back and listen from like 50 to 55 and cuz on Zoom you guys can't hear the soundboard and all the music I'm playing while Brian's talking, so
tomorrow I'm gonna download it and listen to it. Tomorrow on my flight.
my Thursday is complete with like everybody's doing crying laughing.
Emma, I hate that I missed it. I'm sure your story is incredible, and I had so many questions ready. And I'm sorry that I missed
I
it.
hit all the good questions, you know? It's all right.
Well, like I said, you'll just have to have me back on, and I'll have a
Yeah, no,
better.
absolutely. Yeah, and to be honest with you, I always get worried when I have Bobby by himself. Like I never really know how it's gonna go. I like to be here to give like the show some structure.
Yeah, oh yeah, you structure it all right. You structure it all right. You can listen to any episode, 108 episodes, you hear the same Brian story every one of them.
Yeah.
What kind of sprinklers do they have on Navy ships? We just got a question.
Oh,
Yeah.
most
Not
of
you,
it
sorry.
is foam.
Really?
Foam?
Tons of foam.
Oh wow.
Like, so I was on an aircraft carrier. I was on the USS Carl Vinson, and sorry, it's been a few years. I have to remember. There's, I think, 11 stationary foam systems. Call it AFFF. And yeah, that was the majority of what we worked on.
Oh, that's cool. So you were doing testing? Did you have to test them? You get to see the tests? Spray
Mhm.
foam everywhere?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, that's wicked
Yeah,
cool.
one time that happened by accident. It wasn't me.
Uh-oh.
That's
definitely
an
wasn't me.
expensive flush story right there.
It definitely wasn't me because I was on watch at the time. But they were doing just scheduled maintenance where they put the system in recirculation just to, make sure everything's working. And they opened a valve that should have been closed and they sprayed foam all over the fucking hangar deck.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Isolate the tank. Isolate the tank always. So I always say,
Mm,
hey everybody,
So,
don't base your opinion
yeah.
on Brian based on tonight's performance, okay?
Yeah.
That's what Chad just said.
Based on tonight's one. I was thinking about this today. I want to do like a little like a role play, let's call it,
Oh Jesus.
So if any of y'all are a salesman and want to like go against me, like sell an inspection contract, Bobby's the difficult customer. I think that'd be great. So like for example, Daryl's always saying how great he could do in sales. Let's see, or if you're a salesman, you're listening. I wanna go against somebody. I haven't done that in a while.
You're gonna try to sell me something?
Yeah, and you're gonna not want it at all.
No,
And then
not from either one of you. I'm not gonna buy anything.
exactly. So whoever's gonna come on is gonna go against me in the in like a little competition.
I like it. Yo, Daryl, when you want to do it? Sorry, Daryl, but you're in. Big Bry, he said it, you know. So let's do what do you think, Daryl? 20th, February 20th, Daryl. Dope and tape, Daryl. What do you think, Daryl? I'm not even gonna look at your answer. I'm just gonna put it in. February 20th,
Just add him. Just add
Daryl.
him in there.
Well, yeah, because I should have his email, right? I should have his email right here. Daryl.
I was thinking about that today. I'm actually
I
putting
do.
together and structuring.
Daryl Rich.
Um,
Done.
I actually learned how to do Excel today. I that was a like rabbit hole of something I never
Boom.
want to go down
All right,
ever
Daryl, you're
again.
in. You learned how to do Excel?
Yeah, just like through YouTube.
I mean, doesn't it just come all graphed out and you just fill in all the little fucking squares?
No,
Come on.
I wish. No.
Come
Well,
on.
I also have no idea. So I put together
Thanks, Daryl.
like service and inspections
Shit's getting weird.
templates.
Role play on dope and tape. I didn't know where that was
Role
going either,
play.
dude.
I picked the right episode to be a guest on.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's good.
Sometimes it gets kinky, you know. We'll see how it goes.
We got any sprinklers in that room, kid?
Yeah, we have actually two
Let's see the
in
sidewall
the
over here.
in the
Come on.
main room. No, there's not a sidewall, so they have all pendants. I think they did not go sidewall because I think it the room's too big, so they went with two pendants.
Wow.
And then there's a pendant in the main area. They're white. 155 quick response.
Start a tournament style bracket, and if Brian can defeat us, he has to face Janine. She has me sold on FPC magazine in minutes.
Oh man, yeah, she's good.
Daryl says, "What are we
She's
selling?"
good.
Daryl says, "You're on. What are we selling?"
We're selling a inspection contract.
Damn.
An inspection service contract.
Okay, and I'm the plant manager of the nuclear plant facility out here.
That's right.
All right, so better cut me a good deal. I want
Mr.
pizza. I want
Burns.
pizza every time you guys come out. I want my
That
own
sounds
personal
good.
pie
Let's do it.
anytime someone from the company's on site.
Love it. Love it. Killing it. I think it'll be fun, man. I was just
Oh,
haven't
shit.
done that in a while. So like I used to teach, I was telling Sarah I used to teach like sales classes when I was in the car business, and I was like, man, I haven't done that in so long. Where like you have a difficult customer and one guy goes, another guy goes, and then people just kind of watch and learn.
I'm for it. So we got next Tuesday should be exciting. We got Chris from SPP, the pump guy.
Yeah, that'd be.
Guy's
Yeah,
just
he's awesome.
crazy vibes.
A
He's
wild
got
man.
like what is he? He's like just amped up. He's amped up. He's gonna get you amped
Yeah.
up. I'm telling you that right now. On next Thursday, we're gonna have Marvette Fire back on, forcing her. Like we're trying to get her back on, but she was pretending she didn't. I forget if you said someone for the 30th, or you're still gonna try to find someone for the 30th.
Yes, I tried to fill that today, but we ended up pushing it.
We got Janine coming back on the 1st, and
What a great
then what else? The 6th. Oh yeah, you're doing the 30th and the 6th. You're supposed to fill those. On the 8th, we're having Fit for Fire, which is a reschedule. Her kid got sick. Both my kids are sick right now.
Yeah, it's that time of year.
I'm getting over being sick. I was miserable all weekend.
I had two guys down in one of my in my Florida job, and they're like sick, really sick.
Leon,
One
you
of
want to
them's
come back on the show,
dementia.
Leon? February 15th or 22nd or 29th? 15, 22, 29. Or Big Country. Any of you guys? Anybody that hasn't been on? I want to get you on. Sprinkler inspections only or inspections on all the fire safety?
All right, Daryl, you pick.
That was from Chad.
Oh, Chad. Oh, everything. Absolutely everything. It's a nuclear building. It's a nuclear facility. All right, we're doing everything at the nuclear facility.
Oh, it's gonna be great. You guys are not gonna be able to sell shit. You tell me when. All right, Leon's coming back on February 15th. Boom. I love it. Booking up. Ken Cole Plumbing. Which I should have his email right here.
Yeah, Kinko's coming back on.
What is
I
your
really
email?
enjoyed him before.
Maybe I don't have your email. Maybe I just don't remember your email. DM me your email.
I'm glad I made the
Leon.
show. That was
Oh
great.
yeah, I'm so glad you made the last. I mean, we ran it late so you could have 10 minutes showtime.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all the producers allow me. Just 10 minutes at the end. That's
Yeah,
it.
we don't want you. We don't want you to fuck it up.
Yeah, come on, say some stupid story and then get off.
Man, I was holding in my laughter so much when you were telling that story. It was great. Great show. Will be better when you and Brian listen to the playback. It's going to be. I'm gonna have to make a reel. Emma, we really appreciate you coming on.
Thank you, Emma.
Absolutely.
And
Hope you
wait,
come back.
maybe we should just
I would love to
rebook
come
you
back.
right now.
Yeah.
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 I mean,
What
And
do you
I'll
think?
make it. I'll be there.
End
I'll
of
be
March.
there.
We're gonna do like
Brian's gonna make it.
February
Yay.
29th.
29th?
February 29th, Thursday.
Is there a 29th this year?
Yeah.
Sure. Cool. Yeah.
Oh, I might have a dinner. I might have a dinner that night. I'm just kidding.
Oh my. No, Sarah. No dinners on Tuesdays and Thursdays from now on. All right. It's PB and J only.
Yeah.
Is she already sleeping?
No, she's just laying in bed. Dude, as soon as we get back from dinner, like
Cool.
every night when we're at the hotel, it's like
Okay, boom.
t-shirt, underwear, bed. That's it.
All right.
Done.
I sent it out.
Done.
It should be in your calendar.
Excellent.
Boom. All right, everybody. Shout out to
Thank
Kenko.
you, Emma.
Homie stays on the grind, running back on dope and tape. Hell yeah. I talk to Leon like every day. You think you can come against me? You came and you can't even tell the time. Yeah, that's probably the best one Daryl's come with yet.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Do your homework, kid.
That's freaking great. All right, guys. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching.
Thanks, Bobby and Brian.
Thank you. Thank you so much for
Emma,
coming
so
on.
much.
We'll see you again on the 29th.